GAC Sports Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Great American Conference.
It is an amazingly pleasant afternoon here. Glad that you have joined us today as we are ready for Game 2 of this day. 3 on the docket today. This is the second semifinal, a prelude to the championship game, which will happen a little bit later on today. Hi, I'm Joey McWilliams along with Lexi Jarrett at the Tiger Athletic Complex in Bentonville, Arkansas. It's the Harding Lady Bisons taking on the Southern Arkansas Mule Riders, the 2 seed and the 3 seed. We have chalk in this semifinal game, and it is a good one this afternoon. So we will get all of the starters to you as we go on through here. In the circle for Harding is Lily Tansky for the Harding Lady Bisons. Tansky making her 23rd appearance. 17th start. She's 13-4 on the season, has a save as well. Pitched 7 complete games, 1.72 ERA. Alyssa Miller is batting first. Miller is the left fielder. Second batter for the Mule Riders, Ariana Roll, the center fielder. Jackson Dyson's playing short and batting third. Courtney Story, the right fielder, is the cleanup batter. Reagan Dillon, the designated player, batting 5th. Cameron Moctezuma, the second baseman, batting 6th. Gracie King, as Miller gets a piece of that one. And a nice grab in left field for Harding's Madison Fraley. And we will get the rest of the lineup to you here in just a moment. For Southern Arkansas, we talked about Gracie King playing 3rd and batting 7th. First baseman's Mariah Hamilton. She's batting 8th, and Emily Shipman is catching and batting 9th. Roll shows bunt. Instead, it will be a strike. 1 down, 1 strike here. 85 degrees in Bentonville, Arkansas, and I said it was an amazingly beautiful day. I may have undersold it. It is absolutely wonderful here today.
Absolutely. A little bit of a breeze, so it's nice to feel. May throw off, you know, some pitching and hits in a little bit, but so far, not too bad.
Crowd on hand for this one. Lots of folks have made the trip from Searcy as the Harding fan base is strong here today. Looks nice. Toss from Nunn over to Harris. Behind Tansky in the field for Harding. It's going to be Harris at first, Nunn at second, Jones at short, Curry at third, Fraley in left. We talked about her. Smith in center and Cabana in right. Blankenship is catching today for Lily Tansky, in the circle. Jackson Dyson, the shortstop, now batting as Tansky's numbers continue. A 1.72 ERA. She's the all-time leader in wins for Harding. She has 51 of those. Again, 13 coming this year, 13-4 on the season. More of the stat line on Tansky, 105 2/3 innings pitched. Add a couple of more thirds innings pitched there for today. She's given up 85 hits, 32 runs, 26 of them earned. Struck out 106 now on the year after that strikeout, and walked only 12. An opponent's batting average of 213, and again that ERA of less than 2 at 1.72 on the year. So Tansky in the circle for Harding already has recorded 2 outs in this one. That one inside, a little low. It's that turf here, Tiger Athletic Complex, the softball field. Behind us in the press box here is the Bentonville High School baseball field as well. That ball didn't get over there, although occasionally a foul ball will make it onto the field of play, and the Tigers are actually playing baseball today as well, right now.
Yep,
so
right now we've had a baseball hit the production truck, and then we had a softball go over there, so
Dyson gets a piece of that one. It's high, it is deep, it's playable, and the catch is made in center field. Harding is there. Smith with the grab at the fence. Wow. And celebration as the Lady Bisons will come out of the dugout to celebrate their teammate with that one. What a fantastic catch. Let's take another look at that. Macy Smith goes up and brings it down. The sophomore with the grab. 3 up, 3 down for Southern Arkansas. Lady Bisons up next.
If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Looking back, I think I was a little nervous starting college. But from the moment I arrived at OBU, it felt like home. I found new friends, we laughed together, studied together, and learned what it means to be a Bison.
Amy.
I got to know my professors and found out that they really care about me. I found my place at OBU.
Harding will have Macy Smith to bat first. Coming off that great play in left center field, she goes off the fence to make the catch, and she'll bat first for the Lady Bisons right now. We'll get that lineup to you in a moment. In the meantime, Sydney Ward in the circle for Southern Arkansas. Ward, as always, a good season, making her 32nd appearance, her 30th start. She is 21-6 on the year.
She made it.
Pick up a win yesterday as well. Sorry, Lexi, as we get the Harding lineup to you here. Smith, you see right there. Batting second and playing first is Leah Harris. Batting third and playing short, Hannah Jones. Third baseman's batting fourth, that's Emma Curry. Nicole Shano is the designated player. She's batting fifth. Jordan Cabana batting sixth and playing right. Chelsea Blankenship batting seventh and catching. Teddy Nunn is batting eighth and playing second. Maddie Fraley has a catch already today. She's the left fielder, and she is batting ninth. And, of course, Lily Tansky is pitching. Sydney Ward has pitched 165 and 2/3 innings, giving up 134 hits. And that's going to go foul, so Smith will get another opportunity. These two teams are familiar with one another when it comes to GAC postseason play. Obviously, they've met each other 3 times during the regular season. With Harding, by the way, getting the best of Southern Arkansas all 3 times. That one is fair. The result looks just like the other one as Jackson Dyson makes the toss to first in time. 1 down here for the Lady Bisons in the bottom of the first inning. We'll bring up Leah Harris. It's the 8th appearance in the GAC tournament for Harding. Second time the Lady Bisons have been the number 2 seed, and Harding is 2-1 while coming in as that number 2 seed. But these two teams have met each other before. Southern Arkansas and Harding, this will be the 9th time that the two teams have met in GAC tournament play. And you might say, well, hey, Joe, you just said it's the 8th appearance for Harding. Well, there was double elimination play in this tournament for a number of years. It's single elimination right now, so that's how they can do that. By the way, they've split those previous 8 meetings. 4 wins for Harding, 4 wins for Southern Arkansas. Albeit the last 2 have gone to the Mule Riders, as Southern Arkansas has eliminated Harding in each of the last 2 tournaments. Both of them being in the semis. The toss to first and another out at first. So Harris will take a seat. 2 down for the Lady Bisons. Infield for the Mule Riders, making it look easy. Textbook plays here early on. Jones now batting. Hannah Jones, 5th-year player from Keller, Texas. Watches that a little low and outside. Jones batting just shy of 300 on the season. One of 3 players on this team that will be starting in, and playing in her 55th game this season. Jones hitting .299 on the year. She has 25 RBI, 4 home runs on the year. Jones puts that right up the middle, and Ward does just a good job of playing self-defense there. Lets it go past her face and into center field. Jones with a 2-out single.
Perfect hit up the center. I don't think it could have gone any more straight down there.
That's why they wear the masks.
Absolutely.
McCurry. Had a big day yesterday for Harding. As a runner on right now with 2 down. Curry watches that one go outside. Harding, we mentioned, swept Southern Arkansas over the course of the regular season. Really no blowouts in any of those games. As Jones is like she wants to take off from first pretty well. Harding won 3-2 in 8 innings in the first game, 7-5, and then 4-0. Scored the Mule Riders by a touchdown, 14-7 over the 3 games. There's a 3-0. And Curry gonna swing on that one. Two down. 3-1. And Curry will watch that outside. She takes her base now. So 2 outs and 2 runners. Not on base against Ward, a single and a walk. And that brings us to Nicole Shano, the designated player for Harding. Shano hitting .333 on the year. Nice round number there. 53 hits in 159 at-bats. 39 RBI on the season to lead the team in that category. Has an opportunity here with runners on first and second. A hard swing at that one. Count starts at 0-1. Shano, also a solid cut there as well. Fouls that one back now. 0-2 the count with 2 down and 2 on. Here's the 0-2. Taking that one low. Two regionally ranked teams in this semifinal. Shano fouls that one off. Harding, the number 4 team in the Central Region. Southern Arkansas, the number 5 team in the Central Region. And with each winning their quarterfinal game yesterday, or what turned out to be quarterfinal Friday after the rain delay on Thursday, I think there's no doubt that both of these teams will continue their season in the NCAA Division II tournament.
Absolutely. I think with them being both ranked 4 and 5, competition is high. There's a lot of tension in the air right now. They're both wanting to show out and get, the guaranteed bid.
Automatic bid on the line a little bit later on today, as the winner of this game will go on to take on Southeastern Oklahoma State. The Savage Storm 3-1 victors today over the Crimson Storm, the number 8 seed Southern Nazarene. Excuse me. That was in our first semifinal today. That one outside. Count goes full now. And so Shipman's going to have a little conversation with Ward right now. There's a little room on the bases. Third base is open. Shano, after having fallen behind in the count 0-2, sees this count go full. So Ward needing to offer up something good here. There's the payoff pitch. called strike. And Shano goes down looking. Ward celebrates, and rightfully so, as the Mule Riders get out of a jam. One hit, excuse me, 2 left on, no runs on the board, 1 complete. Scoreless game here in this semifinal, the GAC softball tournament.
Looking back, I think I was a little nervous starting college. But from the moment I arrived at OBU, it felt like home. I found new friends, we laughed together, studied together, and learned what it means to be a Bison.
Amy.
I got to know my professors and found out that they really care about me. I found my place at OBU.
The professors care and they go out of their way to make sure that you are going to succeed.
Hi, I'm Rolante. I'm a sophomore at Southeastern, and we help make this video.
Mansky in the circle for Harding, Southern Arkansas. Getting ready once again. It's going to be Story, Dillon, Moctezuma coming up. Middle of the order on the way for the Mule Riders. Top of the second inning here. And swinging on the first pitch. Toss from Nunn over to Harris, and Story will take a seat. Dillon coming up right now. Dillon with a good day yesterday. 2 for 3. 1 of 3 home runs on the day. It was a solo shot. He had that lone RBI as well. And they're going to give this another opportunity, and the result is the same. So Story, back-to-back throwouts. 1 out's all that's recorded.
She knows what she's doing out there.
So Dillon batting now, the designated player.
Yeah, hard.
Dillon, a freshman from Bryant, Arkansas. Two and one the count now. Check swing, and they say she did not go across. It looks to be I was going to say a partisan Harding crowd. I mean, it's split down the middle, but the left side of the stands definitely a little more full than the right side, as Southern Arkansas doesn't quite have as many fans. And Jones will come all the way from short, get into Nunn's field to play, make the catch. Dillon takes a seat, 2 down now here, which will bring up Moctezuma. Cameron Moctezuma, a junior from Yuma, Arizona. South wind blowing. We look through the press box in here. It is blowing to right. A batter like Moctezuma, who can pull the ball, might take advantage of this. And swings and misses. Count now goes to 0-2. Moctezuma hitting .278 on the year. 8 home runs, 8 doubles, 42 RBI to lead her team in that category. Miss. They have grabbed just a bit. Goes right in the catcher's glove, though. 1, 2, and 3. And the Mule Riders have a seat. No hits, no one left on. Lady Bison's on the way.
The professors care and they go out of their way to make sure that you are going to succeed.
Hi, I'm Rolante. I'm a sophomore at Southeastern, and we help make this video.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Up to bat for the Bisons, we have Jordan Cabana. Excuse me. Behind Cabana, we're going to have Blankenship and Nunn. Still in the circle for the Mule Riders is Sydney Ward.
Ward with 1 strikeout, got out of a bit of a jam. And with that strikeout, to close out the bottom of the first inning, she comes back with a little momentum now facing Jordan Cabana. Cabana is hitting .305 on the season. She scored 12 times this year. Win 2 now behind in the count early. Into the right fielder. Going outside. Behind Ward in the field for Southern Arkansas, Hamilton first, Moctezuma at second, Dyson Short King at third. Miller in left, Roll in center, and Story in right with Shipman catching. And wow, they got Cabana to reach for that one. Now Blankenship coming up to bat. 1 down. Back-to-back strikeouts issued by Ward.
Blankenship on the all GSE softball first team. Junior from Haslett, Texas.
Blankenship hitting .259 coming into this one. 43 hits and 166 at bats. One of 3 players. Lady Bison again starting in and playing in her 56th game. Harding coming into this one with a record of 44-11. Second in the GAC standings this year. Southern Arkansas 40-12. It's that one all the way around for strike 2. 1 and 2 now the count. That one outside, 2 and 2 now. Harding all time as in the GAC tournament, 1 and 2 against teams that are the 3rd seed.
It's going to be high.
Tight's going to stay in shallow center, and Roll will be able to step up and make the grab. Jogs up for that one. Easy catch, now 2 down in the bottom of the second. Teddy Nunn, second baseman. Batting out of the 8th spot here for Harding. Nunn hitting .087 on the year. Has 4 hits in 46 games, or 46 at bats, excuse me. Playing in her 46th game. She was in the field playing second yesterday. She was not used in the batting lineup yesterday, as Shano, the designated player, hit in her spot. Shano, the DP today, hitting for Hansky, who's pitching. One foul back, 2-1 now the count. Outside. 2's across the board now. Excuse me, 3-1 now the count. That one watched across for a ball. And so Harding again with 2 outs, put a runner on first. This happened to Ward in the first inning. 2 down, runner to first, then another runner. And then Ward got out, or got a strikeout as she coached Shano into watching strike 3 and a full count. It's a pretty impressive battle between the two there to end the first inning. Now we see Fraley coming up. Addison Fraley hitting .345, fouls that one off into the Harding bullpen. And Fraley, the book on her looks as though she wants to go opposite field. That foul there may have tipped things off a little bit too, as the Southern Arkansas outfield is shifted a little bit to the left. .345 is what Fraley's hitting, but just 6 RBI on the year.
Still no runs on the board so far.
Swing and a miss there. 1-2 now the count. Ward will step back up. Getting the count. And gets another strikeout. 2 in the inning, 3 on the day. Ward is dealing in the circle. 1 left on, no hits, no runs. 2 complete here. We have a good one in Bentonville.
How to spot a boll weevil. Boll weevils are a fascinating species. They're known to travel in packs, are highly intelligent, and can thrive in any environment. Each and every boll weevil is unique, and they have unique opportunities. But they all share one common trait. Every boll weevil has a bright future awaiting wherever they go. And that's how you spot a boll weevil. Learn more at uamont.edu.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
On the mound for Harding, we have Tansky. Up to bat for Southern Arkansas, we have King. Ponder, we're going to have Hamilton and Shipman.
Lily Tansky in the circle today. A couple innings, she hasn't given up a hit yet. She was the winning pitcher in the shutout between these two earlier on. We talked about, in fact, they were close games. One was a 4-0 victory for Harding, and Tansky through the complete game shutout, as that one is high and it is easily playable. Harris comes up to make the infield grab there. So one down now as King will take a seat. Ryan Hamilton now batting. Sophomore from Greenwood, Arkansas. And now the left side of the fans cheering a little bit more. The right side, been really excited with what Sydney Ward, the show that she's put on out there today. This left side, the Harding fan base, equally excited about what Tansky's been able to do.
Absolutely. There's strong pitchers on both sides. Both have been doing well. I mean, you look at the board, still no runs for either team. Foul ball.
Ryan Hamilton hitting .314 on the year. 48 hits and 153 at bats. Has 14 RBI this year. And at this point, really just wants to get on base, and that's exactly what she'll do. She puts the first hit on the board for the Mule Riders today. It's a single to left center. That will bring up Emily Shipman. Hamilton and Shipman had back-to-back home runs in yesterday's quarterfinal. Hamilton gets the first hit today. We'll see if Shipman can give an encore in this one.
Absolutely. I feel like now's the time than ever for that to happen. Everybody wants that championship spot, and whatever it takes to get there, they're going to do it.
Winner of this game again playing in the championship tomorrow, or excuse me, later today against Southeastern Oklahoma State. Southeastern, the number 4 seed, trying to earn the automatic bid. These two teams trying to get to that spot to get the auto bid into the NCAA tournament. But as we've mentioned, both of these two teams are likely, at the very least, at-large bids into the tournament already. And that will go foul. Hamilton was rounding second, headed for third. She'll come back. Tansky, as that one will be safe. The fielder's choice is going to allow Shipman to get to first. I believe that's what they'll ring it up as. We will see. And just an interesting look at time from third. Curry had the opportunity to throw it to first or second. She decides to go to second, but the delay and then the awkward throw brings none off the base.
It was an awkward throw. She kind of had to go up in the air to catch it as well. It was an awkward situation for Harding.
So now runners on first and second now. Waiting for the official score on this one. Coach Ashley Reeves going out to talk things over with her team. Coach Reeves in her second season with the program in Harding. Lady Bisons with 44 wins this year. Second time in program history that the Lady Bisons have crossed the 40-win plateau. So we should go back to 2017 And Harding had 58 that year as they made a deep run into the NCAA tournament. Both these teams now in double-digit winning streaks. Harding has moved to 10 with the win yesterday, and Southern Arkansas has moved to 18. So one of those two will be snapped this afternoon. Alyssa Miller now batting as we go back to the top of the order for Southern Arkansas. Miller flew out to left field in her first at bat in the first inning. Miller gets a bat on that one, bloops into shallow left, and it looks like it's going to go past the left fielder. The runner falls down. The throw is going to be in time, but off the base path. Wow. Hamilton slides in, gets the score. That's incredible. She slid in, couldn't get up to third base. The ball goes past Fraley in left field, makes a great throw in, gets all the way in to home, but Hamilton gets around the tag.
That was crazy. I think you saw everybody in the stands stand up for that one.
Coach Reeves is displeased with the call.
Looks like it, but I mean, with a game like this, with so much on the line, like that championship spot, you're going to have a little bit of emotions in this one. It's going to be very easy for those emotions to build up with calls like this.
Another look at it really quickly. Is Hamilton able to get up? She comes on in and may have gotten that left foot in before the tag is made. It's a close call. The tag was made, but she's able to get that left foot in before. So Roll's batting now. Center fielder. Roll ground out to second in her first at bat. That was back in the first inning, and now runners on second and third. That one fouled back. It's going to go down as a single, and the second hit of the game for Southern Arkansas. Second hit here in this third inning for the Mule Riders. Alyssa Miller will get that. It was just a well-placed ball. Oh, gets the bat on that one. Fouls it back, 1-2 now the count. So Miller is at second and Shipman is at third. Runners in scoring position here, still with one out. And just a cut swing at that one, really just behind the pitch, trying to make contact. Roll will take a seat, strikes out swinging. And Southern Arkansas now with two down, still with runners in scoring position.
Jackson Dawson up to the plate. Dawson averaging a .358 this season.
Dyson tried to send 1 yard a little bit earlier today. Needed about maybe 5-6 more feet. It would have gone over that left center field fence. As it stands, she's .333 on the season with runners in scoring position, 17 for 51. Dyson watching that, 2-1 now. Watches that one across for a strike. Count goes to 2-2. 2 down, 2 runners on, 2-2 the count.
Dawson with 36 RBI this season.
just stays alive in this at-bat. Made contact at the end, a little behind that pitch. Like to add to that RBI total right here.
Now would be the perfect time to add to it. You got runners on second and third.
Gets the bat on it. This is in deep right field. But the catch is made. Fantastic job reaching back to make that grab. Cabana. It's an end to the inning and an end to the Southern Arkansas threat. However, 1 run does score. 2 hits, 2 left on base, and the Mule Riders have the first lead in this game midway through the 3rd inning here on GAC Sports Network.
Running outdoors, you got to take what nature gives you. We'd like to say we run when they don't. So we want to give you products to be able to run when you don't think you should run, when it's pouring rain outside, it's snowing. We're going to have products for you to get out there. You don't get better sitting on your butt not training. You got to get out there and run.
At Under Armour, it's always about premium textiles. They need to perform, they need to be the best. The merging of hybrid textiles with naturals and new seaming and bonding and super sleek, modern, fast, futuristic designs. That's where we are really going to turn it up a notch. If you look good and you feel good, you're going to perform better.
Up to bat now for Harding University, we have Macy Smith. Behind Macy Smith, we're going to have Harris and Jones. Still on the mound for the Mule Riders, Sydney Ward. Sydney Ward, the All-GAC softball first team. An ERA of 2.87.
Ward's given up just 1 hit. She has 3 strikeouts on the day. 2 of those 3 coming to close out innings. Struck out 3 of the last 4 that she's retired. Issued a couple of walks as well. Smith gonna have to come back and try this one again. Smith ground out to short in her first at bat. Harding batters 1 time through the lineup. 1 for 7, a couple of walks in there too. Hitting 143. However, not very effective though in any kind of situational play. And a nice toss from Dyson. Fires it over to first to Hamilton. 1 down here as Macy Smith will take a seat. That is just a great grab. Good position to put herself in front of the ball right there, collect it, and make the strong throw to first.
Absolutely. She saw what she needed to do, and it worked out for her. We got 1 out.
Harris, 2 bouncer to second base where Moctezuma makes the easy toss.
Hannah Jones up to bat for the Bisons.
Hannah Jones, again, we've talked about a 5th-year player, part of this Harding program for so long. One of the top 40 in the country in active players in career games played in Division II. Jones shows bunt, thinks better of it. Talking about this Harding team a little bit earlier, Lexi, about the fact that they do like to steal bases. Of course, you have to have base runners to do that. Jones has 98 of those in her career.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those things that if they're able to get runners out there on the field, get them on those bases, they can set themselves up pretty good for some more runs on the board.
That foul went back into Bentonville baseball play.
Well, that's the second one of those we've seen today.
Obviously, they're used to it. You seem to be ready. I looked back and they just casually throw the ball back into play here. They expect to see those yellow balls come into their field periodically.
Being good sports about it. Thank you, Bentonville Tigers, for that.
Jones, count stays at 1-2 with 2 down. Jones 1 for 1 on the day. She has the lone hit on the board for Harding in this game. That was a single. She was stranded on second back in the first inning. Jones has 700 now and 59 at-bats for her career. Second all-time for Harding. Well, see if this one actually does get recorded as an at-bat here. It looks like it may. We'll see if she walks or what happens from this point. But if this were an at-bat, this would be 759. And that is second behind Courtney Derrick, who had 762 from 2014 to 2017.
Hannah Jones also holds the record for the most triples with 12.
Now, some of these players have been around the program for quite a while, and I think it's going to happen. The longer you're here, you get the playing time, you get those games in, you're going to build up some numbers.
Absolutely.
Lined to short, Dyson over to make the catch. 1, 2, 3, once again. Sydney Ward sits down the Lady Bisons. 3 innings complete, and that one on the scoreboard in the 3rd inning is the Mule Rider lead.
At East Central University, we educate and empower students to transform the world. We provide an exceptional hands-on learning experience with professors who really go that extra mile. East Central University encourages students to become who they are meant to be while making lasting memories. East Central University, welcome home.
Up to bat now for the Mule Riders. We have number 24, Courtney Story. Behind Story, we're going to have Reagan Dillon and Montezuma in the circle for the Bisons. Still, we have Tansky.
Story hitting 289 on the year. She scored 27 times. Has 31 RBI as well. On base percentage 341, and one of those things for Southern Arkansas, in a game like this, just to get the runners on. They've struggled against the Lady Bisons this season. Lined to short. Jones is there to make the catch. 1 down. Jones making it look easy out of that shortstop position as Reagan Dillon is up to bat. Jones, the tallest player on the team, tied for that spot with Leah Harris, both at 5'10". Harris, of course, at first. Interestingly enough, the shortest player on the field and on the roster for Harding is Macy Smith. The sophomore from Arrington, Tennessee, is listed at 5'2". She's the one who went up the wall a while ago to make that grab in the first inning.
She knows how to jump. She got up there when she needed to. And it paid off big time.
Dillon. Minor on the turf. Jones is going to try to get her out. Almost. Can't quite do it. Dillon hustles that one out. Jones fired over, but it pulled Harris off the bag. Would have been close. But Dillon able to beat that one out. She is on first. Dillon with the hit. And that will bring up Moctezuma. Sun coming out a little bit more here today as it is a picture-perfect day for softball and for baseball.
Absolutely. It's definitely warmer than it has been the past few days.
Oh, it is. And you see a number of folks out here. I mean, they're getting their suntans, sunburns. I mean, you could be grilling today. Putting some hot dogs, some sausage links, bratwurst out there. I mean, this is a good day to just watch some sports outside and have fun with the family. Moctezuma to left field. And Fraley steps up and makes the grab. 2 down now. Still a runner on first. Gracie King now batting for Southern Arkansas. King lined it to first back in the 3rd inning. For one on the day. King, one of the best on the team, RBI. She has 35 of those. King on the turf. Plenty of time for Curry to make the throw. Calm throw to first. And one hit, one left on, no runs scored though. We are midway through this game. Southern Arkansas is on top by 1.
Hey, what you doing this for? Just out here for recreational purposes? No. Working, man.
Mission today is work hard until you can't go no more. It's always a team mission. Can't get nowhere without the team. It takes everybody. 1, 2, 3. Hey, you better be open. You better be open.
Man, listen, It's only one attitude that you gotta bring.
Let's go.
That you need to bring.
Work. I mean, we come out here every day to get better. It was easy, everybody do it, man. We work out on the street, you feel me? We the best in the nation. We outwork, we outwork anybody. We always grinding, always getting better.
Every time I come through these lines, no matter what these lines at, work. Maximum effort.
Let's go.
Still on the circle for Southern Arkansas, we have Sydney Ward up to bat for Harding. We have Emma Curry behind her. We're going to have, my goodness, behind her we're going to have Nicole Shano, and then behind her we're gonna have Cabana, excuse me.
Got Curry starting off that middle of the order there. She walked back in the first inning, stranded on first. Just one hit in the game so far for this Harding lineup. They're now making their second trip through the rotation. And of course these Lady Bisons are not strangers to Sydney Ward in the circle. Ward, fantastic pitcher. Coach Anderson just finds a way to recruit these fantastic pitchers to Magnolia and be a part of such a great program there. Had a chance to visit with him before the game today, and they said they felt good about today. Got the good win on the quarterfinal, you know, and got up 6. I talked to him about, you know, the consistency in scoring. He said, yeah, we put 6 points or 6 runs on the board there, and when that happens, you know, you put yourself in a good position. A 6-run advantage doesn't matter at that point in the 7th if you win 6-0 or 6-3, as the case may be. You had the runs there, and when you needed them there, and so they felt good coming into today.
Absolutely. You know, whenever you get a win like that, you're going to have some confidence going into your next games. And I feel like at this point in this tournament, you're going to have some confidence to make it to the championship.
That one outside. 4 balls and 5 pitches. And Curry will take her base. Ward with the 3rd walk issued this afternoon. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. 3 full innings pitched. And Curry will have a runner for her. And Garrett is checking in to run for Curry. Garrett, a senior from Clifton Park, New York. Shano struck out back in the first. And that was really at a crucial point in this game. And, you know, you don't talk about crucial points always in the first inning, but 2 runners on. Ward looked like she might be a little bit vulnerable and was down in the count. Threw some strikes to get back into it, including a strike that fooled Shano, caught her looking. That was a big strikeout back in the first inning. Shows bunt. And that one fouled back. So 1-2 now the count. Shano watches that. 2-2 now the count. Cole Shano with 194 hits in her career. Needs 6 more to reach that 200 plateau. I have to think there are games ahead of her this season.
Absolutely. Hitting that 200 is very feasible.
Shano, a senior from Peoria, Arizona.
We talked about that yesterday. Harding has a way of recruiting from all over the place.
No doubt. Always wondered about that recruiting budget. You get to travel to all these places too.
Absolutely, yeah. It's like built-in vacations, plus you get some, you know, stellar athletes for your team.
Well, it's full count now. No one out. Garrett at first. That one fouled back. This bat will continue. This could be a big point for Harding. Ward has had a couple of situations today, and she's gotten out of both of them. There's the full count, and that one sent outside. So now runners at first and second with Cabana coming to bat. Jordan Cabana, the junior from Fairview, Texas. And Coach Anderson will talk things over with Ward. We'll take a break. We'll be back. And we've got a tight one here in Bentonville.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Sydney Ward, after some encouraging words from Coach Anderson and the rest of the infield, will face Jordan Cabana now. Cabana knows what to do with runners on base. Shows bunt. With the infield all coming in, might have been a little bit of room to run following that as Garrett a good lead off second. Cabana 395 with runners in scoring position. Going bunt again. And now she is ahead in the count and has a little bit with which to work, a little bit of room here. Big encouragement from Coach Reeves at third base.
Still no outs on the board either, so she's definitely in a good place right now.
Cabana tipped that one. At strike one, 2-1 now the count. Roland Miller have moved in some. Roland center, Miller in left. Have moved in a little bit. Story's still fine in right field. And Cabana hops one to the pitcher and advances the runners. A well-executed bunt for Jordan Cabana. And now runners on second and third as Blankenship comes to bat.
Blankenship, all JC softball first team from Haslett, Texas. And they have runners on second and third. Sydney Ward's definitely gonna have to play things smart here, or else, you know, their lead with one run could be in jeopardy right now.
Blankenship hitting .323 with runners in scoring position, 21 for 65. Waits 1-0, gets the bat on that one. One hop to second, and Garrett gets off third base. And she gets back. No, she does not get back in time, and neither will the runner on second. And so a ball hit to second base looked like an easy fielder's choice. A misplay as Garrett gets off the base on third. She is thrown out. Here's the runner thrown out at second, well off the base, and Southern Arkansas gets out of another jam. One hit, one run left, one runner left on base, no run scored. That's the big number right there. 4 complete, and Southern Arkansas still up by 1.
Who do we look to shape our world? It'll be people who know how to think with their heads and their hearts. People who contribute with compassion, courage, confidence. People who understand that faith is not the enemy of education, but its partner. Tomorrow's difference makers and world changers will understand they're part of something bigger, an unstoppable force for good. More than book smart, more than business smart, they are wise in their whole being. These are the people who will shape our future, and you'll find them at OBU today.
I am a future shaper.
I'm a future shaper.
We are future shapers. Learn to live well and lead well in God's world. Be a future shaper at OBU.
Well, Harding had everything going its way in that bottom half of the fourth inning. Runners on second and third with one down. What looked like it would be a routine fielder's choice. Some mistakes in the running path, and it turned into a 4-2-5-4 double play. Jones called off, and Fraley comes in to make the catch. One down now here as Hamilton will take a seat, and Emily Shipman comes up. Take a breather here. I didn't even give Lexi a chance to bring us back into that.
You're good. We just got off of an exciting play right there.
Swings on the first pitch. Jones, she'll be able to make that catch. So momentum definitely on the side of the Mule Riders right now. After that big defensive bottom half of the fourth inning, not having an opportunity or not taking advantage of it on the bats right now.
Absolutely. They were wanting to keep their lead ahead, you know, with it only being one run on the board, and it is for the Mule Riders. They're wanting to bring a stop to the Bisons.
Miller comes back for her third appearance at the plate. She lined out to left in the first inning. She repeats that here in the fifth. 1, 2, 3. Tansky has no problem with the Mule Riders. We head to the bottom of the fifth, and Harding needs to recover and try to make something happen with their bats this time.
When you think about college, it's easy to think of intimidating things.
Like the large campus and classrooms, big books, and big tests. But when you get here, you realize that it's not just about these things.
It's about the people.
The people who pushed us to succeed.
Those who struggled and achieved with us.
It's about finding our place.
And living and learning with people who care about you.
This is home.
To bat now for Harding, we have Teddy Nunn. Under is going to be Madison Fraley, then back to the top of the batting order with Macy Smith.
Yeah, 8-9-1, and Nunn, who has played in, now this is her 46th game this season, and for Harding, this is game number 56 on the year. So Nunn has been a part of this lineup for well more than 80% of the games this year, but she hasn't been a part of the batting lineup. She stepped out as designated players come in for her, and what that means is that she hasn't had as many at-bats. And from those, there's only 4 hits on the season, hitting .087 coming in. She walked back in the second inning, though, effectively getting on base. Nunn is a senior from Louisville. Hey, how about hit number 5 in the GAC tournament? And it's not going to be one base, it's a 2-bagger. Her first double of the year. Couldn't happen at a better time for her team.
Absolutely. That is going to be a huge momentum push, I feel like, for Harding, too, being able to get that double on the board for her. Going up now, we have Fraley. Fraley, the senior from Chandler, Arizona.
Coach Anderson is going to pull a pitcher from the bullpen. So, tell you what, let's take a break. We'll come back. We'll bring you some numbers on the new pitcher. Ward has had a solid day today, but it looks like it is done. Back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
It's your moment. It's your moment.
It's your moment.
Bailey Thornhill in the circle for Southern Arkansas now. Yesterday she came in relief of Ward, gave up 1 hit in 1 complete inning, and was able to allow Southern Arkansas to hold off a pesky Arkansas Monticello Blossom team that put some runs on the board there in that final inning. Thornhill making her 29th appearance of the season, and this is appearance number 12 coming in relief. She has 4 saves on the year to go with a 14-2 record. Pitched 115 innings, given up 118 hits, 48 runs, 42 of them earned, struck out 108 and walked 22. Opponent's batting average is .265, and she has an ERA of 3.29. So she'll face the number 9 batter here in this lineup, and that's Madison Fraley. Fraley, a senior, as Lexi mentioned. Coach Anderson is bringing out the mask.
Saw that coming clutch earlier with a hit right down the center.
Well,
just gonna go without it.
Now that's not it. That's the wrong mask, or she's waving it off. She doesn't like that one.
She said, "I've got this without the mask."
Fraley slaps at that one, and it fouls back. Okay, we'll get another shot here with a different mask this time. And this one looks like it will fit the bill. We'll get the ponytail through. Now, more than one mask, and different sizes there. Got to get the right one.
Gotta find the one that's right for you.
Well, and you don't want to be uncomfortable out there. That got to keep your mind focused on making these pitches, and the 1-run advantage here. Thornhill trying to hold that lead for her team. Nunn staying at second. Infield closing in. And again, the outfield roll. And Miller coming in on that left side of the field. Here's Fraley, slaps at that one hop over Thornhill, the throw, nowhere to go. Nowhere to go that time. Moctezuma looked over, and King was not at third. Nunn advances, and Fraley gets the hit.
Now, it looks like whenever it bounced, it went just too tall for Thornhill to get a hand on.
So back-to-back hits now for Harding from the 8 and 9 spots in the lineup, and runners on the corner and no one out, bottom of the 5th.
Macy Smith up at the plate.
Smith 0 for 2 today, and just that's check swing barely. She was running out and made contact. Smith ground out to short back in the 1st, ground out to short in the 3rd. And Jackson Dyson knows where this one could be going. And Fraley will advance to 2nd, unimpeded.
This is a really good setup for the Bisons right now. If Macy, she could even walk right now, and then you're going to have bases loaded.
Fraley now with runners in scoring position. It's the bat on that one, high and drifting over. And that is an easy catch in foul territory for Gracie King. Still, though, one out for Harding. That's good for Southern Arkansas. Harding, though, not deterred now as it's just one out. If Harris gets a piece of this one, gets it out of the infield, it would look good for the Bisons. So Thornhill wants her to coax it, keep it on the ground.
And there's only one run on the board for the Mule Riders, so there's really, it's still anybody's ball game at this point.
That one catches the outside corner, 0-1. Nice pitch for Thornhill. That one rises. 1-1 the count with one down now. Harris 26 for 70, 371 with runners in scoring position. And that one, just like the first one, catches that outside corner again. Harding fan base nonplussed about that. One and two now the count. As Harris is behind in the count, puts the bat on that one high. It's going to float into right field. Runner thinks better of it. Now as it gets past the catcher, she's going to come on in, slide in for the tying score. So the throw is in time, and Nunn picks up a run.
Tied ball game here in Bentonville, one run both ways. Harding needed that run. You know, it can be kind of discouraging making it this far without any numbers on the board.
Teddy Nunn is her 3rd run scored this season, and it ties things up here in Bentonville. 1-all. 2 down, and still a runner at 3rd. Jones puts that high, well playable. Dyson steps under, makes the grab, but Harding has tied things up here in Bentonville. And for Southern Arkansas, it looked like it could have been much, much worse for Coach Anderson. His team has to be excited. They got to give just one run up. Mule Riders up to bat, top of the 6th on the way.
SWASU has been saying that the focus is you for 20 years. Now that I'm here, I know my voice matters.
It's a true home away from home where the professors really do put the focus on me and my dreams.
At SWASU, it feels like they are cheering me on with so many ways to get involved, like social clubs,
sports, quality academics, and great people who care about your success. For real, the focus is on you.
Open the door to your future at SWASU. Go Dogs!
SWASU, the focus is you.
If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Up to bat for the Mule Riders. We have Ariana Roll Behind her, we're going to have Jackson Dawson and Courtney Story.
Mule Riders had that big double play to end the 4th inning. Since that time, 3 up, 3 down. Can take advantage of the momentum following that half inning. We'll see if they do here. Roll, and that bunt goes foul. Old Dyson and Story. And again, Southern Arkansas has eliminated Harding from the tournament in each of the last 2 years in the semis. The throw to first, not going to be on time. Lowell lays down the bunt beautifully, and Nunn could not get over quickly enough. Harris tries to chase it down, slipped as she threw, and Southern Arkansas has a runner on now with no one out. Jackson Dyson to bat now. Dyson hit it to the fence back in the 1st inning. Fly out to right field in the 2nd. Blankenship's going to keep rolling check at first base. Sunshine is bright. Temperature back up to 86 now. 87 now as it's gone up even as we speak.
Absolutely, it's getting warmer. Feels like it. I remember I said I was going to wear long sleeves today because it's been cooler than the weather said, but today it's holding true. So it's nice outside, good day of softball.
Well, it's made up for being cool each of the last 2 days and today alone. And fans getting sun-tanned and sunburned here on site at Bentonville today. Winner of this game goes on to take on Southeastern Oklahoma at 5:30. Scheduled first pitch time here from Bentonville, the Tiger Athletic Complex. And the championship, winner of that championship will earn an automatic bid to the NCAA Division II tournament. Coming up a little bit later on in the month of May. GAC Conference tournament action happening in baseball today in 4 sites around the conference. We will have the final site in Springdale, Arkansas next Thursday, Friday, and Saturday right here on the GAC Sports Network. Called strike after a 3-0 count. Dyson forced to let that one go. Dyson will take her base. 4 balls and 5 pitches. And that will bring up Courtney Story. Story 0 for 2 on the day as well. Shows bunt, and that will go foul. The infield in with no outs. A great opportunity for Story to push some runners around in a tie contest.
Absolutely, runners on 1 and 2.
And Blankenship not giving any ground anywhere. She's keeping all of the runners in check. Shows bunt again, fouls that one back. 1-2 now the count. Story gets the bat on that one. Deep to right field, the catch is made. A runner will advance to third. Runners on the corner as Roll moves over. Story does what she needed to do, and that was get a runner to third. Nice grab by Cabana and a pretty good throw back in as well. The Mule Riders are in position now with the run that could take the lead at third.
Absolutely. Mule Riders are in a pretty good setup right now. You have runners on the corners.
Reagan Dillon, 1 for 2 on the day. How about a foul ball? Jackson Dyson still at first as Roll Story. Roll is at third. Coach Reeves coming out to talk with Lily Tansky now for just a moment.
And it's a tied ball game, 1-all. They're definitely going to have to come up with something to bring the lead and bring a stop to the Mule Riders. Whenever a game's this close, anything can happen.
Dillon has a strong bat, so you see the outfield for Harding playing deep. It depends on what happens with Dillon, where the ball goes. If it is a deep ball, Roll will definitely get the green light from third.
Absolutely. Southern Arkansas, they're in a really good position right now. It just all comes down to what happens at the bat.
Won the count now for Dillon. Hit hard. That is
way.
Deep. The catch made in left field. Roll with the green light, as we said, and Southern Arkansas takes the lead here in the top of the 6th. Well hit ball by Reagan Dillon, the sacrifice RBI, and her team is on top now.
Zuma up to bat for the Mule Riders now. Still got a runner on first.
Moctezuma batting, 0 for 2 on the day for the junior. Dyson didn't move, didn't try to advance, and a wise decision. Didn't want to be thrown out. Could have been one of those things. You knew you weren't going to be able to get Roll coming in, but Blankenship might have thrown her out either between first or second, somewhere in between. So Dyson playing it safe, giving her team an opportunity, still with 2 down, but a runner on. Well hit ball to left field. And Fraley is there, just reaches up with her bare hand to stop that one. It's a single, and with 2 outs, runners on first and second. And now, after coming out of a strong defensive inning, the Mule Riders take that momentum and make something happen with their bats. Gracie King 0 for 2 on the day, trying to change that, as Moctezuma just did with her 0 for 2 appearance.
Gracie King, 34 RBI for the season. And now is a better time than ever to keep that number rising.
Mule Riders, as a team, 5 for 22 today. Hitting .227 now. And King is behind in the count, 0-2. Just a little check swing. Nunn gets around the ump. Still finds a way to throw to Harris at first. Couple of hits And a big sacrifice RBI. 2 left on base, but the Mule Riders have retaken the lead. 2-1 the score here. We head to the bottom of the 6th on the GAC Sports Network.
Up for Harding, we have Emma Curry. There's going to be Kate Pierce and Jordan Cabana. Still in the circle for the Mule Riders, we have Bailey Thornhill.
Right there in the middle of the order for Harding. Lady Bisons picked up their lone run of the game in the previous inning. Curry has walked in each of her plate appearances here today. Stranded on first in the first inning, stranded on first in the 4th inning. Leading off this inning here. You'll watch that one go through high, want to know the count. Harding bats 3 for 16 for the day, hitting 188. Lady Bisons have struck out 3 times. They've been walked 4. 2 of those were Emma Curry walks. The bat on that one fouls it back. 1-2 now the count.
Emma Curry's had 7 home runs this season.
It's the bat on that one, and it just directly into the glove of Gracie King. Little snow cone look to that catch.
She was right there for it. Great catch there by King.
So 1 down here. Shano on the way. Shano finds a gap between first and second. Ground ball into right field and a single for Nicole Shano. Jordan Cabana is 0 for 1 on the day. The advanced runners. The sacrifice bunt a couple of innings ago. Gets the bat on that one. It is high and it is caught. Alyssa Miller going back to make a great catch over her head. What a grab by Miller. Oh my goodness. And she's stoked about it, and rightfully so. Lowell's going to come all the way from center field to give her a hug there. Miller gets on her horse and puts the glove up to make the grab. That one will make the Southern Arkansas highlight reel. Hunter still on first, 2 down now, and Blankenship to bat for Harding. That was one of those opportunities, Lexi, sorry, for
Harding
that Southern Arkansas ripped away.
You're good. I was just saying that's the second catch like that we've seen today. We've seen Macy Smith earlier with a huge catch over in the back, and just another from the Mule Riders.
Blankenship, and the appeal to first not in her favor. Say she went around. 0-2 now the count with 2 down. Mule Riders fans pumped about this. Thornhill trying to get out of this inning. Blankenship sees that one in the turf. 1-2 now the count. Blankenship, that one's on the turf, fielded cleanly by Moctezuma. Little toss over to Dyson, and Southern Arkansas gets out of the inning. Harding had a chance, and it was ripped away by a great catch by Miller in left field. And so we now have 6 complete. 7th inning on the way. Mule Riders up by 1.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself. The rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
At East Central University, we educate and empower students to transform the world. We provide an exceptional hands-on learning experience with professors who really go that extra mile. East Central University encourages students to become who they are meant to be while making lasting memories. East Central University, welcome home.
Up at the plate for the Mule Riders, Mariah Hamilton. Hamilton will have Shipman and then back to the top with Miller.
You see those trees blowing in the wind over that right field fence, and that's what it feels like out on the field, even with temperatures in the high 80s here in Bentonville. The breeze is blowing here. Few gusts every now and again. Weather app says windy. We'll go with that. Of course, everyone knows it's windy. That one high, and it's playable there. Nice catch in center field. 1 down here for the Mule Riders. Billy Shipman now batting. He's offering a strike.
Shipman is 0 for 2 today.
Shipman right there. Jones, easy throw to first to Harris. 2 down. Southern Arkansas has been able to make some things happen with 2 outs here, and you go back to the top of the order with Miller, who is coming off of one of the biggest plays of the game.
But the Bisons are definitely needing a stop right now, especially if they're wanting to get, you know, even a tied ball game, 1 run down. They're going to definitely have to keep the Mule Riders pretty slow here.
Miller watches a strike, 1-1 now the count. Two and one now the count as Miller watches that one outside. Miller steps in, slaps at that one, and that will go over into the stands. Let's look from the Southern Arkansas dugout there on the first base side.
Swing and a miss.
1, 2, 3. The Mule Riders take a seat, and we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's all on the line for the Harding Lady Bisons. When we come back, they trail by 1 in this GAC semifinal.
Going up to bat right now for the Bisons, we have Raleigh Price.
Price is checking in.
Raleigh Price behind her is going to be Madison Fraley and Macy Smith.
Price has been the pitcher. She can also hit the ball well, so she steps in for Nunn, who, by the way, had a huge hit earlier in this game. Nunn represents the only run on the board, too, for the Harding Lady Bison. So Price steps in, swings at the first pitch, and that will go foul inside that third base line. Price hitting .278 on the year, 35 hits and 126 at-bats.
Raleigh Price is your GAC Newcomer of the Year and also had a spot on that All-GAC Softball First Team.
Exactly. She recorded her 100th strikeout of the season this past week in a win against East Central. Just the 5th player in school history to reach 20 wins in a season, as well as Price in the circle is 20-4. Behind in the count here, though, 0-2. Swing and a miss. She will take a seat. Thornhill jacked up about that one, and rightfully so. Gets Price behind it.
Next, we have Madison Fraley, the senior from Chandler, Arizona, going up to the plate.
This is where you want to be if you're a senior. Game on the line, you have the opportunity. Infield is creeping in for Fraley, who's batting from the 9 spot. So there are openings in the gap. And for the left-handed batter, probably the biggest gap right now is in that right center spot, as Miller is playing in a little bit in left. 1-1 the count. This is how they shaded in on Fraley before. Two and one now the count. Fraley puts that on the turf, and it's mishandled at second base. Fraley will reach. Moctezuma just did not get the glove on that one properly.
Macy Smith up now to bat. Macy Smith 0-3 today, 0 for 3 today.
Back to the top of the order. And they're going to register this as an E4, but I'll go to Moctezuma's defense a little bit on this one because the ball was hit slowly, and with a solidly hit ball, you're going to expect it to go soundly into your glove. Something that comes along and the pace and the speed of the ball off just a little bit. Moctezuma not able to get it in the glove properly. There's the E4. Second error of the game for Southern Arkansas, and a runner now on base with one down.
Harding still down 1 run.
So Macy Smith, who is 0 for 3. Tries to find the gap, will not do it there. Roll goes back, comes right back pretty much to where she originally started. Makes the easy catch, 2 down. And the Mule Riders have the Lady Bisons down to their final out. It was a big lead yesterday in the 7th inning for Southern Arkansas, 6 runs. And they gave up 3, held on to that 6-run advantage, and just gave up 3 of it there to pick up the win. It's a much tighter window today for Southern Arkansas here with a 1-run advantage, though. Thornhill's done her job so far. Runner on first as Harris is batting for Harding. Harris, the sophomore from Duncan, Oklahoma.
She's batted a .341 this season with 31 RBIs.
She represents the game-winning run right now at home plate. Tying run is at first. That one is high, and she held off of it. 2-0 now the count as Harris is ahead. Takes that one through for a strike, patient. Had some room with which to work. Thornhill's been delivering. Harris puts the bat on that one. It's high. It's playable. Roll coming in. Tries to make the catch. Can't do it. It hits the gap. So a single now as Harris will make it to first. She's going to stay there. Fraley all the way around to third, and she was held up at third with 2 down. And Roll tried to come up to make the catch, and it just hit in front of her. Did a pretty good job to hang on to it, keep it in front of her there. If it gotten behind her, then Fraley easily would have scored. And now the tying run is at third. The game-winning run is at first. And Jones, the shortstop, is batting.
Hannah Jones, 12 triples so far in her this season.
Swing and a miss. 1-1 now the count. Two down. 5th hit of the ball game just a moment ago for Harris. Jones puts a bat on that one. On the turf. Dyson, quick toss to second. Out is made. Southern Arkansas holds on for a 2-1 win over Harding, and the Mule Riders advance to the championship game to take on Southeastern Oklahoma. A tough and hard-fought contest between the 2 and 3 seeds. The 3rd-seeded Mule Riders advance.
Absolutely. This matchup, you had scoring, you know, both ways. You had 2 for the Mule Riders, 1 for Harding. But it was back and forth. Harding may have not been able to come out on top, but by no means did they not go down without a fight.
So the Mule Riders advance today, and they will take on Southeastern Oklahoma. The First pitch scheduled for 5:30 from here in Bentonville. Back and forth game today, and Southern Arkansas comes away victorious. Ward in the circle. Thornhill comes in, spells her as well. A fantastic effort from both pitchers in the circle today. Big day. Ariana Roll with a hit, a run, and scored. She had a great day as well. And Miller in the outfield with what could have been the game-saving catch. Championship game on the way. 5:30 today. Southern Arkansas, Southeastern Oklahoma, the GAC Sports Network.